Well, hello, my dear companions, welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Skies. I think this is gonna be the Halloween episode. I know it's the middle of the summer, but anyhow, I'm excited for this one. Sorry for the lack of videos lately, but I've been really busy. I'm in the middle of moving to a new town, so I'm just in the middle of doing that. So I'm just gonna pretty much do a few of these, because Doki Doki is one of the easiest ones to record, so bear with me just for a few more days, or a week maybe, before I can really start doing new videos again. But let's continue. That refreshing crispness in the air, the vibrant flurry of reds and oranges and yellows gently swirling down from the treetops. It's definitely autumn. And with autumn comes Halloween. While I'm not into horror as much as someone like Yuri, I've always enjoyed Halloween. It gives a good excuse to indulge in all things horror, not to mention prank friends and enemies. Man, Sayori and I used to go all out on each other when it came to Halloween pranks. Speaking of, she's late, as usual. Sayori, there you are. Hurry up, we'll miss out on all the fun.
Oh, I'm going as fast as I can.
Look at that outfit though. What is she supposed to be? Like a vampire hunter?
I took a little nap after school, so I was putting on my costume.
A little nap? Yeah. Something tells me that this nap was more than just a cat nap. Well, you looked pretty nice at least. You still look pretty nice at least. A cowgirl, huh? What? What? Liking the Halloween twist on it. Has a really cool vibe to it. Okay. Yeah, I see the lasso now. I see the lasso. Yeah, it's a cool outfit. More cowboy Halloween style.
You look great as well, Salazar. I haven't seen you in a costume for ages.
Oh, what are we wearing though?
It's really bringing back memories.
Thanks, yeah. Can you believe that I actually put effort into this? I laughed to myself that I was thinking I'd outgrown Halloween. Yet, here I am. Well,
You have to. It's Halloween after all. I just wonder what the others are going to look like.
her question lingers in my head as we make our way to school. Along the way, I spot a couple of other people also dressed up. How do you spend your Halloween? Do you celebrate it in any way? Tell me in the comments down below. I used to celebrate it quite a lot with, trick and treat and such when I was a kid. But not much nowadays. Nowadays I pretty much watch a horror movie or play some horror games or such. Just get into the horror mood. One guy doesn't look too out of the ordinary. Brown fedora, red and green sweater. It's his glove that gives. That's the giveaway. It sported a row of blades. Oh, what is it called? Yeah, what is it called? Up on school. His face looks charred and burnt. Impressive makeup. Freddy Krueger. Right? Yeah. Sayori flinches as he passes him.
I don't like the look of that guy. I bet he'll give me nightmares.
Oh yeah. He's gonna haunt you and kill you. In your nightmares. Whatever that was, an intentional pun or not, it's up to... Yeah, exactly.
Look at them, Salazar.
I can't help but grin as I see what Sayori is pointing to. A group effort with one person in a brown Great Dane dog onesie. Next to him stands a nervous looking guy with a shaggy... Wow, is it Shaggy and Scooby-Doo? Looking blonde man leads the pack. Yeah, two women, yes. Look at that, that's perfect for Halloween. The walk to school feels more like a parade with a variety of characters ranging from horror to cute western to eastern. A creepy looking pale girl with jet black hair covering her face. The ring girl? Is it the ring girl? Samara? Yeah, or it might be the Grudge. But no, I don't know. One of those two.
Why do people have to dress up so scarily?
Because it's Halloween. Well, it is Halloween.
I know. Just that some of these costumes and makeup are so convincing.
I squeeze her hand gently. Sorry, they're just people having fun. Look, I'll say hello to the next one. You'll see that there's just celebrating Halloween. There's nothing to be afraid of. She doesn't look very convinced, but nods anyway. The next person to walk by us doesn't look too scary. Kinda look like a janitor with dark overalls and an expressionless white mask. There, I love all these Easter eggs of sort. Jason, by the way. Sure, the mask is a bit unsettling, but at least he... Okay, never mind. He got a huge knife. Yeah, a machete. Nice costume. The masked man doesn't reply, although he does stop walking. Now he's just standing there wordlessly looking at us both. I don't think this is doing so now. Yeah, exactly. On the way to a party? No response. He tilts his head as his fingers fill with the hilt of the knife. Well, Sayori tugs on my sleeve as the man carries on walking.
Maybe he was a mime.
Not really. Sure, just let's go with that. School grounds look completely different at night. With the lights out and the usual noises absent, the whole building has a totally different vibe. I can't help but shiver slightly as we draw closer. It's scary. It's crazy how the hustle and bustle at the place really brings it to life. With all of that gone, the sleeping school looks like the typical haunted buildings you see in horror movies. The windows, devoid of any light, are sinister and uninviting. The faint light of the moon basks the ground in an ethereal glow. Either way, we must be the only students who are breaking into school to celebrate Halloween. Hardly the most wild of places to break into, but the sight in front of me confirms that it's perfect for the festivity.
Salazar?
Don't tell me you're scared, Sayori.
You are too.
I puff my chest out in comedic display of false bravado. Am not. She playfully rolls her eyes.
If you say so.
By the way,
where are the others?
Who is it? Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is?
Right behind you.
I think it might be Natsuki. Might be Natsuki. 1, 2, 3. Boom. I can't help but let us out the yelp of surprise as the unexpected voice causes me to jump out of my skin. Miwa Sayori is in furious fit of giggles, shaking with laughter. Hey, what's so funny? Don't tell me you weren't scared either.
I saw her.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Monica. Okay. Oh, it's like a witch outfit. That looks cool. Monica holds an expression torn between sympathy and amusement. Sorry, Salsa, but it was too good an opportunity to pass up. You should have seen your reaction. I pull a face. Very funny. Nice costume, by the way. It looks handmade. It does a twirl. Ah, thank you. I wasn't sure what to go with in the end. It felt weird putting on a costume. I can't even remember the last time I did anything for Halloween. I'm guessing this is the first time you have broken into school, huh? You shouldn't be proud of it, that. You shouldn't be proud of that, Zalzar. Come on, Monica. Where's your rebellious teenage spirit? You're a witch after all. Aren't they meant to be get up to mischief?
Yeah, come on. It'll be a lot of fun. No one will find out.
In all the excitement of preparing for Halloween, I totally forgot that Monica was a perfect student. The thought of breaking in, especially into school, must be completely foreign to her. Still, sometimes you've gotta have a little fun. Today, of all days, as well. A very wry smile works its way onto her face. Just for today. As it turns out, breaking into school is kinda easy. That, or we just got lucky, we managed to find a window that's unlocked. The interior of the darkened school looks just as spooky as the exterior. Yeah, I would love to go to like a haunted building. I've never visited a haunted house. Like a real haunted house. Would be so cool. In my new place though, where I'm moving, we have kind of a cellar there. Kind of. That looks really spooky. And I plan on maybe making a video down there. Just to show you how creepy it is. But yeah, that's for another time. My imagination is doing me no favors. Every sound we make seems exceedingly unwelcome, like we stumbled into the den of a monster. Can I save? Yeah. Even with Sayori and Monica near me, I can't help but feel uneasy. I was all for the idea of breaking into school, but now that we're actually inside, it's only just dawning on me how creepy darkened schools really are. I swear I heard rumor that a couple of years ago a student committed suicide in this very school. Did she hang herself? I shiver as I simultaneously try to block out the memory and remember more of it. No, that wasn't it. She just disappeared one day. No trace of her. Almost like her very being was just deleted. I like the Easter eggs. I like the Easter eggs. Gone. Like that. I mentally shake myself. No, that didn't happen. These are just silly rumors that school kids like to spread to creep each other out. But a part of me can't help but imagine, what if that actually did happen? Would her ghost still be roaming these very halls, twisted with vengeance, prowling for victims? What if... Here we are! Wrong voice, but still. Monica's voice snaps me out of my spectral spiel. We're outside the club room. I can spot Yuri and Natsuki inside, poring over pumpkin carving. It's a shame we're doing it in this room. Why? Well, it's Halloween, right? The classroom opposite to us is where they once... Well, thank you. Thank you. I freeze as Monica winks at me, opening the door.
Hey guys!
You two look great. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a perfect outfit for her. Wow, look at that hair though. Yuri blushes. It looks like she's gone for some sort of gothic vampire outfit, which given her taste in horror and poetry, is really good fit. Thank you, Monica. It is quite enjoyable to express my love for horror in this way. Poems are of course gratifying to write, but this makes a nice change. Sayori wanders over, trying to figure out what Yuri is meant to be.
Are you a vampire?
Yes, a gothic one, in the vein of Anne Rice's vampires. It's not too dark, is it? Relax, Yuri, it's Halloween. It's pretty much a day dedicated to horror. It's fitting.
I really like yours as well, Natsuki. Pretty spooky.
The skeleton? Look at that.
Oh, that should be your name for today.
Wait. Did I misread that? Yeah, I misread. It was my voice, sorry. Relax, Yuri. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, I keep messing up sometimes. It was Sayori who said that.
Oh, that should be your name for today. Sayori, where the heck are you?
Not spooky. Not spooky.
That's your new name. It's super fitting.
Natsuki looks at Monica and Yuri in a desperate plea. After getting no response, she sighs deeply and starts up again.
Sayori? Yeah? That is literally the stupidest thing I've ever heard all day.
Everyone but Sayori breaks out in laughter.
Hey, that's super mean. Sorry, but it's the truth. But it's cute. Cute? I'm a skeleton. How in the world is that cute? It's Halloween. This day is supposed to be like the opposite of cute.
Well, I won't lie, it's a pretty fitting name, not spooky. She grins. Sorry.
Come on, Yuri. Could you have Yuri could have come up with a better nickname. Yuri?
You're putting me on the spot here, Natsuki. To her credit, at least she didn't call her not spooky. True.
Zazar?
Sorry, I really can't deny Sayori her moment of glory.
Fine, but only if I get to give her a dumb nickname too. Wait, Sayori, what exactly are you? A cowgirl, right?
Sayori tips her hat down and adopts a southern cowboy drawl.
It's high noon.
Well, not a very good one. There's a silence for a moment. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the tumbleweed going by. Fitting for a cowboy, at least. Sayori. It's midnight.
It's high moon then.
Oh, Sayori, she's adorable.
You've been watching too many spaghetti westerns, Sayori. Spaghetti? I'm just hungry.
This is part of the reason why I like Halloween. It really brings everyone together, even if the premise of the festivity is a bit dark. I figured you'd like Halloween the most, Yuri. It's pretty much a day dedicated to horror. Although it's pretty great seeing a skeleton, a cowboy and a vampire and a witch all in the same room. Not exactly every day you get to see that.
Just remember all the silly things we get up to. All the pranks, the scary movies. It's pretty silly, but that's what makes it fun.
Plus,
I can't wait to scare all you with my ghost story.
oh,
It's gotta be the best. Not spooky. Please don't make it too scary. We already passed a bunch of people in terrifying outfits on the way here. This horrible guy with a glove made of knives.
Yuri smiles softly. No surprise she recognized the character. You won't sleep well tonight, will you, Sayori?
Sorry, Sayori. Can't make any promises.
We all share a collective laugh as Sayori pouts. Speaking of festivities, I brought something that I believe would contribute to the intoxicating nature of the mysticism of Halloween. It's rather decadent, but since it's a special occasion, Yuri slides a slender black wine bottle out of her bag. Its glass takes on an alluring shine beneath the fluorescent lights. I was able to find a nice Chianti. Wine, yeah.
Yuri? Is that apple cider, Yuri?
No, I think that's wine, yeah. I've done something wrong again, haven't I? Yeah, you can't drink on school grounds. And I think these are too young, right? Yeah, exactly. I don't think alcoholic drinks are allowed on school grounds now, are they? Not to mention that we're under... Yeah. Okay, we were correct. Although that's never really stopped anyone from drinking, yeah. Too bad though. I'm sorry, I just thought that given we are trespassing anyway. I don't know what I was thinking, and now the atmosphere is ruined too. It's fine, Yuri. At least you didn't bring it during a regular club meeting. Just be careful not to let anyone catch you with it. I have to admit though, you're the last person I would have expected to bring something like that here.
Yuri must be under the influence of the witching hour or something.
There's still an hour or so until the witching hour.
You know what I mean. Hey, it's okay. Just add to the story.
The story? exactly.
The story they will be able to tell people later about tonight.
No, we shouldn't tell them that you brought alcohol to the school grounds.
Hey, you better believe that not spooky stuff out of it. Nope. Sorry. That's spooky.
Alright. Cut it out, you two. To be honest though, I am a bit curious about how the wine tastes.
Come on, Monica, aren't you supposed to be the responsible one?
You're right. She casts a wistful gaze at the wine as she says that though. Sayori Natsuki seems to be glancing at the bottle curiously as well, while Yuri hesitantly stows it back into her bag. Okay everyone, let's move along with the main event, shall we? Or to the main event. Are we going to share poems today? Okay, we're doing this, okay. Like the music. Who should we start with? Let's start with Yuri. Ethereal, somber sounds of midnight malice float around a chastised chalice, riding otherworldly winds, letters torn with nails penned. Ugh. A looming figure takes my hand, leading me through with sympathy canned. Cumbersome weights ride my shoulders with the serenity of falling boulders. Their words are muffled by lament. False reassured fails to dent the fierce facade of fleeting fear. Tune is lost, no longer here. Cobalt nerves, fractured soul, with the luminescent of coal, clacking footsteps from below. Echo, 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 echo. That was good. For a moment, the room is silent.
Oh no, I went too far, didn't I?
Oh wait, so they are, okay, so they are sharing, so, okay, I thought we were gonna share poems between each other, but I think Yuri read this out loud to everyone. No, it's just the kind of thing we're looking for. Would you like to tell us what you're thinking when you wrote this?
Okay.
Yuri takes a deep breath. It's a bit hard to describe, but sometimes there are nights where my mind just seems to be full of noise. Nights where I can hear. He treads off, absent-mindedly. Did she get caught up in her own poem that much?
Hey, Earth Yuri.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get sidetracked. It's okay, Yuri. Don't feel like you have to rush. Take your time.
Right. Well, as I was saying, I wanted to try and capture the feelings one might have on a bit of a dark night. Wait, aren't there all nights?
It's a metaphor, Sayori. I think Yuri is trying to talk about when people are going through a difficult time. That's right, Sayori. That's right, that's right, Sasa. It's kind of hard to jump between the voices. The dead of night can be very fickle. It can be a peaceful time as the world around us winds down. But sometimes being alone with our thoughts can be terrifying. This poem was an attempt to reclaim some of that darkness. Well, I think you did a great job with that, Yuri. I really liked it.
You did. Thank you.
Nice. Let's save. Let's go with that again. Let's go in this order. So let's go with Sayori. Boom. My old friend, there is a dark and hollow thing that follows close and to me clings. It sticks to me and turns in turn when I spin around and discern in the dark, in deep, the faintest shape that it keeps. It goes away when sunlight shines. The sunshine sweet and warm and kind. But does it really? Is it gone? Or does it secretly keep on? Is it really hiding there, staring through beneath the chair, glaring from atop the stairs? Now nowhere, but yet everywhere. In the corner, in the gap, I stare in and it looks back, weighing, weighing, weighing down, draining, draining, draining out. That was dark. That was good. That was very interesting, Sayori. I always enjoy seeing a poet step up out of their comfort zone a little bit, especially when it comes to writing horror.
What do you mean?
You typically don't write darker poems, correct? Unless I've misinterpreted.
No, you're right, Yuri. This was a real change of pace. It was fun.
Well, I'm glad my suggestion has gone down well then. I figured it would be fitting for the occasion. Don't give her too much praise. That was a good poem though. Should start thinking she's the next Stephen King.
Hey! I'd be a great horror writer. Actually, no, wait, I wouldn't. I'm not that big on, like, actual scary stuff.
Makes sense. That's this poem about. What was this poem about anyway?
Oh, well, it's about whatever you think it's about.
Yeah. Are you trying to sound like Yuri?
No, silly. I didn't write it with a specific thing in mind. It can be about whatever you fear the most.
Yeah, I think that's true. So the thing she wrote about was about your personal fear. I think that's good.
Hiding away, always there, never leaving. Even when you think it's all sunshine and rainbows.
Don't say rain clouds. Don't say rain clouds.
It never truly goes away. So it can be whatever you think it is. A terrible secret, a scary monster, a childhood fear of the dark. It could be made up. Or it could be real. It doesn't just scare you. Maybe whatever it is drains you as well. Bit by bit. What makes it scary is knowing it's always there.
Holy crap. It's safe to say that no one expected that from her. The temporary silence in the room confirms that. Yeah, that was creepy. Natsuki frowns, evidently nonplussed by that what she just heard. Even the cool, calm, collected Monica looks a little taken back. Yuri, on the other hand, smiles contentedly, seemingly unfazed by the somber explanation coming from Sayori's mouth. Yeah, that was insane. Wow. Okay, it's not just me who didn't see that coming, right? Laughter fills the room. I mean it, Sayori. Your use of metaphors and use of darker thematic imagery was very refreshing to see.
Just do me a favor and don't turn it into another Yuri, okay?
Natsuki.
Kidding. It was great, Sayori. Oh, you guys.
That was a great poem. Let's see what little Natsuki has up to. Boom. The dark. The dark. Sometimes I lie awake at night, sitting in a room devoid of light, and think about the monsters waiting in the dark. I can't even imagine what they look like. Maybe sharp claws and skin lined with spikes. Maybe a mouth that could swallow me whole. Maybe red eyes that could pierce my soul. They could eat me right now if they wanted, yet they wait. Waiting for me to close my eyes, waiting for me to dream of the light, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But now I'm thinking about the monsters, and I'm still lying awake in the dark. Sorry about that. That was creepy as well.
Yeah, I know, it's not great.
Actually, I quite like it, Natsuki. It's pretty obvious that horror is something out of your comfort zone, but you did an exceptional work at combining your style of writing with horror. Fear is a very complex emotion, so it's a challenge putting it into simple words, but I'd say you did quite well. I would have to agree with Monica. Fear isn't something that is meant to be completely understood. The complexity behind what a person fears and why they're afraid of it is almost unfathomable. That's true, that's so true. We can be afraid for so many different reasons and by so many different things. Fear is an interesting concept, really. Your poem is about fear of the dark, or more specifically, fear of the unknown, yes?
Yeah, just I don't like not knowing what's there. Don't like not feeling safe.
Oh, poor Natsuki, we know. Hashtag exit music. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about.
My poem is all about how your imagination plays tricks on you when you're in the dark. You know, there's not so much things as monsters, but like you can never be completely sure. That's what scares me. That uncertainty.
I can relate. As I was saying, it's certainly a feat encapsulating something as complex as fear into 4 simple stanzas. Natsuki smiles proudly.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do. Well done, not spooky.
Sorry.
If you say that one more time, I'll...
Anyway, moving on. So the last one, let's save. Yes, we don't mess anything up. Let's go, boom. Oh. Reverie, I wake up. Cold, black night, silent and still. I fall to my knees, splinters in my hand, dust in the air, cold. Where am I? I reach for the light I need. Is it there? The switch is pressed. I feel the warmth on my face and my hands and my arms and I wake up. It's dark all over. Cold. Silent and numb. I reach my hand out. I have no eyes to see, but I can feel it. I press the switch. The warmth fills me. The dark comes again. I die again. I wake up. Noise in my ears. Voices. Cold. I reach out and feel nothing. Where is it? Wasn't it real? Wasn't it there? Or here? Everyone reaches, but nobody can touch it. The dark comes again. We all die again. I wake up. Here again. That was creepy. You can kind of feel like this is... It seems like in this mod, Monica is not self-aware, you know? But you can kind of apply this to the other mods too if you want to. Monica bows a little bit after the finishes. I mull over what she's read. I don't really get it.
It sounded like something Yuri would have written.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
Of course not. What does reverie mean? I don't think I've heard it before.
It's an English word that means something like having a pleasant daydream. But it comes from a French word that means madness. Oh, okay. That's cool, I didn't know that. Appropriate for Halloween, isn't it? Monica's smile is looking a bit more sinister than normal, somehow.
How cultured.
Yuri looks a little distressed as the implication of Natsuki's sarcasm and the idea of that Monica's poem sounded like something she might have written. Do both meanings relate to the poem? You could say that. What do you mean? It reflects on how blissful an act can make the pain go away. How a blissful act can make the pain go away for a little while. What? Okay. You know, I'm still not completely sure Monica is... I mean, she might be self-aware about the game and such, you know, in this mod too. I'm not sure. We haven't seen any indication of that, though. Alright, guys, all your poems have been pretty good so far. But just wait till me... Yeah, here's ours. An evil grin stretches across my face as I whip out my own poem. If you're this confident, I'll be looking forward to your recitation. Did you put extra effort into this one, Salsa? Well, not quite.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not a poem that I wrote myself. Oh, Salsa. But I promise you that's very appropriate for occasion. Yeah, we were supposed to write poems ourselves. This is a poem that has an urban legend attached to it. Supposedly, if you read it out loud, you'll be cursed to that, so that something Oh, what? Why would you read that? Maybe even death.
Ah, sounds like that's so scary.
I know, right? It's great. This poem is titled Tomino's Hell, written by a poet named Saijo Yazo. This just happens that this is the poem that I will be reading to you all at this very moment.
Salazar, don't do it. What if something bad really happens to you? Yeah, right. It's called an urban legend for a reason, you know. Emphasis on legend, as it's something that is not real. Still,
I'd like to see the data on all the people who read the poem so far. And statistically speaking, it's likely that something tragic will eventually happen to you anyway. That's true. That's true. I find that there's always some element of truth behind these stories, though. Of course, this truth might not reflect the literal meaning of the stories and legends. However, there's likely a message behind the legend.
Yeah, I'm not gullible enough to believe any of this stuff, you know.
Anyway, guys, let's settle down. You can all voice your thoughts after I read it. So now I read it together with you guys. You know what's gonna happen. Tomino's hell. Elder sister vomits blood. Younger sisters breathing fire, while sweet little Tomino just spits up the jewels. All alone does Tomino go falling into the hell. A hell of utter darkness without even flowers. Is Tomino's big sister the one who whips him? The purpose of the scourging hangs dark in his mind, lashing and trashing him, but never quite shattering. One sure path to Avicii, the eternal hell. Into that blackest of hell, guide him now, I pray, to the golden sheep, to the nightingale. How much did he put into that leather pouch to prepare for his trek to the eternal hell? Spring is coming, to the valley, to the wood, to the spiraling chasm of the blackest hell. The nightingale in her cage, the sheep aboard the wagon, and tears well up in the eyes of sweet little Tomino. Sing, O nightingale. In the vast misty forest, the screams he only misses little. He screams he only misses his little sister. His wailing desperation echoes throughout hell. A fox peony opens its golden petals. Down past the 7 mountains and 7 rivers of hell, the solitary journey of sweet little Tomino. If in this hell they be found, may they then come to me, please, those sharp spikes of punishment from Needle Mountain. Not just on something empty whim, is flesh pierced with blood-red pins. They serve as hell's signposts for sweet little Tomino. Well, that was disturbing. Not sure if this is just me overthinking, but I feel a strange chill running down my spine after reading that.
Salazar, that was seriously too scary.
Yeah, it was alright. Should probably downplay it a little, at least for a yeah, true. I'd have to agree with Sayori. It had a very creepy old-fashioned feel to it. After hearing that, I wouldn't doubt that something bad looms in your future.
Monica!
Personally, I found that poem quite beautiful. Of course, it's certainly eerie, but there's a lot of symbols and metaphors that I could pick out just from hearing that one reading. I think that I'll have to look into this poem more in my free time.
You guys think that was scary? It was pretty May in my opinion. The poet was clearly trying too hard to be edgy and smart.
If I may respectfully disagree, the tone and word choice of the poem matches its content. It's not written that way simply to be edgy. After all, if I understood it correctly, Tomino was banished to hell for murdering his own parents. I guess guess. I didn't get the parents part though, but yeah.
How'd you get that out of the poem?
Well, it mentions that someone is on his way to Avicii, the lowest of hells in Buddhism. Ah, okay, yeah. Killing one's parent is one way that you get sent there. I guess murder is one of those most horrifying sins, if you say so. Or horrifying acts.
Well, whatever. I still don't get it, or don't like it.
Well, you guys can agree to disagree. But whether you like the poem or not, you have to agree that it and the legend attached to it are pretty interesting, right?
I mean, I guess. Thus, I'm going to have to keep a good eye on you from now on. Just in case the legend comes true.
So there's probably a bigger chance that something bad will happen to you first. Don't say that, given how clumsy you are.
Hey!
You watch her laugh, with Sayori joining in after a moment of pouting.
Anyway, guys, this has been so enjoyable. It's fun to scare your friends with silly pranks, and dressing up is always a lot of fun. Although, I don't really like horror that much. It's just so scared to think what could be out there.
Stop being a chicken, Sayori.
Hey, you're the one who got scared by Monica earlier.
You guys all laugh at my expense as I let out the groan. Or groan. She's never gonna let me live this one down. Touché. Anyway.
It's ghost story time, right? I don't really know many ghost stories, to be honest. Sorry. I looked on the internet to find some. Most were super long, like this one, but what was it?
She forgot it. She didn't print it out.
So you're rambling. Oops. Sorry, I'm new to telling scary stories. I'm curious though, guys. What sights and sounds scare you?
I'll be honest with you. Silence scares me, especially after I've read a gripping horror story. That's true. In horror games and such, I think it's more scary when it's completely silent, you know? I think silence can add so much to the atmosphere. Is it just me who finds reverse music really creepy? True, that could be creepy too. My piano teacher showed me a few reversed pieces at once. It just felt wrong to listen to. Especially when there's a vocal, yeah, like that. That's so creepy. So creepy. You start hearing things that aren't there.
I don't know. Come on, Husky, there has to be something out there that creeps you out. You just laugh.
We won't. She's right, Natsuki. We all shared. What is it? Natsuki averts her eyes, talking to the floor.
The noises that children's toys make.
Yeah, that could be creepy, you know. Yeah, I can feel that. Kids' laughter and old lullabies and such. Damn, that's creepy.
It's like when I'm home alone and I think of like Jack in the Box playing by itself.
Yeah, that's... I hate those kind of things.
It creep you guys out too.
I'm with you. I've always found anything to do with children scary. Yes, exactly. The sound of babies crying, for example. Damn. Normally it's annoying, but if I heard it in the dark and there was no one else around, I shiver.
Well, it's fitting you mentioned that, Salazar. Don't you remember that argument we had on Halloween back when we were like 10?
No? Where is this going?
We're both on our way to Halloween party. It was pretty quiet out, so you could hear anything. So you could hear everything. Heard the sound of a baby crying. It wasn't coming from inside anyone's house or anything. There weren't any people on the streets either, and it definitely wasn't one of them. It was coming from down a dark alleyway.
A chill runs down my spine as I remember exactly that incident she's talking about. I remember what I wanted to go out and investigate.
I was scared it was a toddler in danger. But you didn't let me. You were too chicken to...
Hey!
Okay, we're just in a rush. But anyway, pretty creepy, right? Guess I can kinda see what you mean about babies crying being creepy. I was a bit scared myself. Looking back, I'm glad you convinced me not to go.
Yeah, true. Guess being a wimp has its perks, right? Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki all laugh. What about Monica though? Monica, however, looks like she's been slapped in the face. What? Guys, do you not realize how lucky you were? Oh god, you guys have no idea. What? Sayori, did anything seem a bit off about that baby's cry? I think Monica's trying to scare us. Sayori scrunches up her face in an attempt to recall.
No, not really. Well, did sound a bit repetitive though. The cries didn't change much.
Yeah, maybe it was some like a predator just trying to lure someone there. Monica's voice shakes as she replies, "Guys, that's what serial killers do to lure out young women." I can't help but burst out laughing. What, pretend to be babies? Come on, Monica, you have had me going for a second there, but you kind of ruined the punchline. She looks straight into my eyes. No, Salsa. They record a clip of a crying baby's cries, and hide the speaker in a dark place. They prey on women's maternal instincts because they know they are attracted to the sound of infant in distress. The laughter dies on my lips as a cold, sickening silence takes its place. Oh my god. That's why the cries didn't sound natural. It was repeating on a speaker. They just recorded a small segment and repeated it over and over. It all makes sense now. The unnatural cries in the dark alleyway. A meticulous, calculated effort to ensnare an unsuspecting victim.
Wait, hang on. Didn't Miss Kasumi go missing around that time?
Oh, Miss Kasumi used to teach Sayori and I a long time ago. What happened to her exactly? Sayori shrugs.
We were told that she moved away suddenly to work in a different part of the country, right?
People used to
Spread really scary, horrible rumors about what happened to her, but they don't really make sense.
Hang on. She had a child of her own that year, didn't she?
Oh God,
she did. And my parents wouldn't really discuss her whenever I asked. Maybe she was raped. Or maybe. And that she kept the child, maybe?
Wait, you guys actually believe that?
Everybody looks at Natsuki, shocked.
Come on. There's no way you guys almost walked into a trap. Besides, just an urban legend.
What happened to the teacher then? She just disappeared, and Sasa's parents refused to talk about it.
I don't know about you, but it just seems pretty convenient for this story.
Well, maybe some things are better left off unanswered, huh? Although I do hope Sayori and I just misremembering. Well, on that cheerful note, how about we move on to the next story? I'd like to nominate Natsuki.
My story?
Natsuki, do you not have one?
I've never said that. I do, but I got it off the internet. I don't like horror. But if it's bad, it's not my fault, okay?
Natsuki clears her throat.
Anyway, it's about these two friends named Aoi and Nariko. Basically, there was a rumor going around their high school about people seeing going in and out an abandoned house on the outskirts of town. Most people...
Her voice is so hard to voice.
They were just drug dealers, but some swore by the fact that the house was being used by a cult of some sort.
Damn.
Aoi and Nariko were pretty outgoing and adventurous.
Yeah, so they're gonna check it out. They checked it out and went in.
And Aoi brought a flashlight. Nariko, on the other hand, brought a knife with her.
Oh, okay, what? The place reeks.
We're talking Salazar's room levels of stink.
Wow, wow. Thank you.
Sorry, I had to. Anyway, they look around for a bit and they find the door to the basement, the stairs to the second floor, things like that. Finally, they go into the kitchen and find the source of the smell. There's some weed on the table. It looks to be recently used.
Okay. So it is a drug dealer place.
But Nariko, on the other hand, still wants to snoop around it for a bit. They get into an argument with each other, with Nariko calling...
Oh, what? Calling Aoi a coward?
Because she thinks Aoi wants to leave since she's afraid of all the rumors.
And they're gonna go into the basement.
Aoi gladly accepts and walks over to the basement door. As soon as she opens it, she feels a sharp pain in her back, and before she can react, she gets pushed down the stairs.
What? Did she get stabbed?
She tumbles down the stairs, and once she hits the bottom, she realizes she can't feel her legs. Her vision is blurred, she can't barely make out the figure standing on top of the stairs with a knife.
Did Nariko stab Aoi? Aoi?
The last thing...
sorry.
The last thing our hears before she passes out is Nariko's footsteps as she descends down the stairwell, and an old grizzled voice say,
"This one will do nicely." What? What? What?
The very next day, Nariko and Aoi call in sick. It's kind of a shame, really. Because they miss out on all this talk about how someone heard strange animal-like growls coming from the old abandoned house on the outskirts of town.
What? I didn't really get the ending, but...
What happened to Nariko and Aoi at the end? They didn't die, did they? Use your imagination.
Nice story, Natsuki. Cult usually provide a good fodder for horror stories. Indeed, I've read quite a few novels involving cults. Doesn't Portrayal Markov involve something like that? Something similar, yes. Speaking of Yuri and horror stories, how about you go next, Yuri? Me? Alright then. Here we go, this is supposed to be good. Give it your best shot. You're walking alone one pale autumnal night. The moon is graceful, casting her light down below like snowdrops. As you continue down your path, something shambles behind you. You turn around to look for what it might be, but all you see is a cluster of leaves rustling by the pale air. Slowly returning, you notice the lights in every house around you going out, then flickering before fully extinguishing. With a With tentative steps, you advance towards one of them to investigate. Just as you're about to reach the window, you hear something snapping behind you. A broken twig is all that remains. Uncertainty floating around inside your head. You unconsciously start walking faster away from the suburbs. Eventually you find solace in silence, the only sound being your heartbeat. It's quiet. Nothing bad seems to be happening now. In fact, nothing at all seems to be happening. Confused, you look around and see that you're in front of your house in the street. No one is steering, nor as there are any lights. Gently pacing towards your house, you go through the door. The lights are on, television is on, but no one in sight. This is unusual. You were expecting your parents to be home tonight. Had they gone out without telling you? No, that couldn't be. They always let you know where they'll be. You pull out your phone and open your contacts to give them a call. However, no one is registered in there anymore. No matter how hard you try to remember, you can't call out to them. Suddenly there is a heavy knock on the door. You peer through the keyhole but see no one. Another knock. Another. You cautiously open the door, but there is no one there. No one anywhere. How did this happen? Why are you alone? In the piercing silence so loud it fills the air. You do not know, and there isn't any way for you to find out.
That's it? What a dumb story.
I think it was creepy. Especially how she told it.
Nothing even happened. Where were the scary monsters and stuff?
There is no greater fear than the unknown, Natsuki. True. I think in horror games and or horror movies, it's much more scary where you don't see what's hunting you or stalking you. It's much more scary, in my opinion. Sharp claws can be prepared for, enigmatic silence cannot. What's more fearful, something you know is coming for you or feeling safe when you're in fact not? True. Quite a somber note to end on your stories, Yuri. We can always count on you for a good horror tale, huh? Anyway, I'll go next. Although, a scary story. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've come up with a ghost story before. Okay. Haven't read too many horror stories either. Well, I guess isn't a surprise.
Just make one up then, it'll be fun.
Well, I can't say I've tried that before.
Are you trying to get out of telling a story?
Of course not. Now that I think of it, there is one I've heard of. Marik's expression turns serious. The mood in the room turns serious. She uses the same intensity she did for when she read her poems, and everyone quiets down. A number of years ago, Tanabata had come along as it does every year. Tanabata. It's the story of It's the story of a lost little girl. Where am I? She cried. She cried and cried, hoping desperately she could find someone to help her. But the little girl was alone. Nobody could hear her. But just as all hope seemed lost, she heard a voice. Isn't the night wonderful? The girl looked up. Where before there was nobody was now a man in an elegant yukata. He wore what looked like a no mask, but it was completely blank. Ugh, creepy. Behind the man stood a stall, masks and lanterns of all sorts hanging from it. How rude of me, the man admonished himself. Welcome, dear customer. Your heart seems unhappy. Why not take a look at my wares, the man said as he gestured to the masks behind him. Please take one that will bring a smile to your face. The girl looked at the masks. There were ones that looked frightening, one that looked strange, one that looked exotic, and many others.
What about your mask, mister?
The girl asked. I'm sorry, but this mask is very special. It's not for sale. The girl looked sad.
I like that mask, it looks really cool.
The mask laughed softly. It has been called many things, but this is perhaps the first time it has been called cool. Would you like a fruit? The man asked, picking one from the tree behind him. They're sweet and delicious. The girl reached to take it, but the man pulled his hand back. They're not for children. The girl was confused. But just tonight it should be fine, he said as he offered his hand once again. In the festival of the night, children can become adults and adults become children.
Is that true?
Asked the girl, and the man assured her it was. The girl took the fruit and bit into it. It was unlike anything she had tasted before. It was almost overwhelming, but the flavor was wonderful. It's good, the girl said happily. The man laughed again. I'm glad you think so. There's plenty, so please eat all you like. As she ate, the man took down a mask. What about this one? The girl took the mask.
It looks like me, but she looks like a princess,
the girl said in awe. Do you like it? Please take it.
But what about money? Asked the girl.
I don't need any money. Instead, I would like to be friends. Is that okay?
Of course, the girl agreed. From now on, we're friends.
I'm glad, the man said with gratitude. But why not put on your mask? The girl did so. She was overcome with a strange feeling.
Why is it? She asked.
At last. Long I have dreamt of this moment, my dear Eve, my only friend. The man smiled beneath his mask as he spoke, as the light of the stars began to fade. For it is the festival of the night, where children become adults and adults become children. Let it be known. Another unconventional horror story I see. So what? Did the girl become an adult and maybe took his place as a mask merchant? I don't know. Yep, I guess monsterless horror stories are more popular than you'd think. I rather like the mysterious tone myself. It's very reminiscent of the style of Asian yeah, exactly. Kind of feels like I've seen or read a manga or anime with that kind of story. Tell me in the comments down below if you recognize her story from anywhere.
You guys have weird sense of what's scary.
Yeah. I mean, this story isn't necessarily meant to scare you to death. Spirits don't have to just be frightening, you know?
Well, it is Halloween. Are things supposed to be scary today? But Halloween is too fun.
Alright, you guys, break it up. Let's just all agree to disagree. Monica smiles gratefully at me, while Natsuki shoots me a disgruntled look. Anyway, guess it's my turn to tell a story. So this is actually something that happened to a friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. So it happened to Sayori.
This story is about me? Is it true, Salazar?
No, it's not. Let's just go on with the story, shall we? Right, anyway. So this friend of mine lived alone in an apartment building. He lived in the downtown area and loved to party all night. And one night he was out as usual. However, when he stumbled back home in the early hours of the morning, he realized that he'd lost his keys and was locked out of his apartment. So he ended up having to call his landlord, who was pissed at having to wake up in the middle of the night to let him back in. But in the end, he was able to get home safely, so that's all that matters, right? I can certainly relate to that comfortable feeling. Right, but when he got inside, he noticed that his keys were actually on his nightstand. so he didn't lose them after all. They weren't an extra set that his landlord lent him. Nope, he was able to recognize them by the keychain he attached to it.
So that's it?
Pretty much. I guess that was creepy, in a way, how his keys came home. Because if he left the home and locked it, and... Okay, I guess it's creepy.
What's so scary about that?
Guess you haven't realized it yet, though.
What do you mean?
The apartment was locked when he got back, right? Yeah, so who locked the door?
I got that part.
But he's with... Yeah. So how do you suppose he locked them in? Someone must have gotten into his apartment and placed them inside and locked the door themselves from the inside. The only set of keys were my friends and the landlord, so... Yeah. I actually got goosebumps on my legs when I realized this. Whoever it was who brought his keys back was still in the apartment when he got home.
But who was it then?
He never found out. Oh, that's so creepy.
You're gonna make me become permanently paranoid.
That was quite an enjoyable story, Salsa. Although it was quite short, the realization at the end definitely made up for that. Plus the story calls us on the real fears of things like squatters, stalkers and killers. Who knows, maybe one of us has a squatter living in our own home, hiding away, never to be found.
Stop right there!
Sayori is flipping out. Okay, that story was half bad. Glad you all liked it. I have to admit, this has been pretty fun, guys.
It really has. We should do this sort of stuff more often.
Yeah, it's only once a year. My god, Sayori. If I may make a suggestion, we all turn to look at her. Well, as it's fitting for the mood, would you like to try the Kakuri-san game? What? A game too? What's that? It's a Ouija. Oh my god. Isn't that supposed to be a legend? Only if you believe it is, Natsuki. Ouija board stuff. Ouija board stuff. On one hand, although it's not very hard to scare me, I'm a bit skeptical, yeah. I'm a bit skeptical to the Ouija board. I've never tried them myself. Although I've heard from a lot of people that messing around with the dark arts is a dangerous business. I mean, we're in a dark school, late at night, with no one else around. If we really did open a portal to a malevolent spirit to enter our world, who knows what could happen. Yeah. At least if the spooky ghost kills me, I won't have to do the math homework that I've been procrastinating for a week. True. Can you tell us more, Yuri? Of course. So Kakuri-san is the name of the spirit we'll summon. The name comprises 3 animals, a fox, a dog, and a raccoon, okay? Each animal represents something different. For example, the dog is loyal and protecting, while the fox is a trickster or a teacher. You can ask Kakuri-san different things. You can ask who loves you, where you'll become rich, etc.
Hang on. You can ask it anything?
A devilish smile crosses her face. I need to save so we don't mess anything up. This will be a longer video. I realize that.
Why don't we ask Kakuri-san when we're going to die?
Oh no, don't do that. Yuri looks aghast, nervously fiddling with a strand of hair. Natsuki, there are questions you shouldn't ask, and that's one of them.
Come on.
Come on, Yuri. This is the perfect time for it. Don't think we realize what you're getting into. I don't think you have realized what you're getting into. There are many stories of people messing around with spirits, all ending with awful consequences. Come on, Yuri. Besides, it's part dog. If we start trying to possess someone, we can just throw a stick to it. Also, it's a Shinto spirit, not a demon or ghost.
Now Spooky is the one who's wearing a bone outfit.
Oh no, the dog loves bone. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Natsuki would have been a wonderful Medusa with a death glare like that. Yeah. Well, seeing as we have already broken in and have some illegal contraband on our hands, she shoots a wink at Yuri, who ducks her head down, blushing. Adding an animalistic wraith into the mix, well, might as well.
That's the spirit.
Okay then, let's begin the preparations. Oh my god, this is gonna be a super long episode. With the ritual set up and the candles dimmed, we're ready to go. We also had to open a window, which according to Yuri allows the spirit to enter and exit. Yeah, cause spirits need an open window. The ambient noises from outside permeate the room, adding to the atmosphere within.
So, what happens now?
Place a coin on the red gate. Okay, this is creepy. The door is where the spirit enters and exits. I like these. I like the background. Now, everyone, please place your index finger on the coin. After a bit of crowding, we managed to squeeze the tip of everyone's fingers onto the coin. Be careful not to let go of the coin.
What happens if we do?
Please don't.
Fine, let's get on with this already.
Yuri visibly composes herself and continues. Kakuri-san, Kakuri-san, if you're here, please move this coin. At first, nothing happens. Just as Natsuki thought, a silly urban No way. There's no way the coin just moved. My eyes have been playing tricks on me. The coin, initially on the red torii, slowly slides across to creepy.
Oh, you guys see that?
Even Natsuki is in a state of disbelief.
Alright, who did that?
Yeah, who did that? Usually it's someone moving the coin. The crickets outside can be heard clearly in the silence that follows. No one steps out to claim responsibility for the coin's movement.
Wow, so that's how it's gonna be, huh? Whoever it was, just tell us already.
More crickets.
Fine. I'm not bringing Cupcake anymore until someone admits to it.
Of course, Sayori is going to be upset about that.
Stop calling me that! I bet it was Yuri. She was the one who suggested this.
Me? I would never.
I guess Yuri is a scaredy cat.
We haven't heard about Monica in a while.
That leaves Salsa and Monica.
Natsuki, have you considered that maybe, just maybe, it really is Kakuri-san moving the coin?
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as ghosts.
Kakuri-san is a spirit, not a ghost.
Same difference.
Well, all I have to say is that I didn't do it. Natsuki's skeptical glare causes me to hurry on. But I know there's got to be some sort of scientific explanation for this. I can't seriously witnessing the paranormal, can I?
Okay, Einstein. What's your scientific explanation for this then?
I'm working on it. Yeah, someone did. Oh, I know. Why don't we ask Kakuri-san something that Salsa and I couldn't have known? Yeah, that's true. That's cool. Given that you seem to suspect us the most.
Okay then. But what should I ask?
Okay.
Okay, I know. Kakuri-san, can you please tell me what I have on the top shelf of my refrigerator? So I guess I'm kinda hungry.
The banter peters out as we expectantly, these words, sorry guys, expectantly watch the coin. Suddenly the coin jerks a little to the right. Natty squints as he scrutinizes each of our faces. Meanwhile, the rest of the girl's eyes seem to be glued to the coin, Yuri's face blanching. at each further movement. Everyone seems to wait with bated breath as the coin slowly inches over to R. A. Sayori's eyes widen while Yuri ever so slightly backs away from the paper. The coin carries on moving. Is it ramen? Oh, that was creepy. How would they... No one could have known that.
So tasty.
Yeah, exactly. So no one was moving it. None of us moved it. So is that supposed to mean it was Kakuri-san who moved it? Monica seems awfully cheery at this revelation. Man, Monica, does anything faze you? I've just been in much scarier scenarios than this. Really? Plus I've got to stay confident as the president, you know. I see.
So Kakuri-san is the real then?
I tried to get you all to take this seriously.
I mean, you really can't blame us for thinking that this was all fake.
Oh, wrong voice. Sorry.
I do think there's a trick to this.
Yeah.
Natsuki. Whatever, if you want us to take this seriously, then I'll take this to serious places, alright?
Natsuki?
Kakuri-san, what is the date of my death?
Yuri throws me a frightened look as we all wait for the coin to move again. Her fingers feel cold as ice against mine. Slowly the coin moves from the letter N and inches over to the numbers. N31, what? (2018). Wait, what? Okay. That's today.
I don't like this anymore, guys.
That can't be true, right?
Kakuri-san, what about the other girls in the room?
The coin doesn't move. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't you want to know the date of your own death? Like some piece of paper and a coin's gonna tell me that?
You looked pretty scared earlier.
Shut up. As I move away, Yuri gasps, We're not gonna let go of the coin. Salsa, we haven't probably finished the game yet. Certain procedure. He has already broken a finger. Oh. What do we do? Sorry, Yuri, I'll come back to help you guys finish it in a bit. You better hurry. Oh my god, what? So we're gonna go to the toilet now? The bathroom is pitch black when I open the door, save for the faint moonlight glinting over the bathroom mirror. The contrast between the darkness and the shining glass dazzles me for a moment until I notice it. The dark figure within the glass that's standing completely still. All the urban legends that I've heard of involving mirrors begin to rush through my head. Some instinct inside me stops me from moving, if doing so would stop me from being noticed. I don't even dare take a breath, as my eyes start to water from the lack of oxygen. The figure in the mirror seems to start wavering as well. Can't take it anymore. As I bend over to take a wheezing breath, the figure ducks down as well. Yeah, it's your reflection, man. I quickly jumped to the light switch and flicked into it as fast as possible. Yeah, it was our... Come on, it was our reflection. We were scared by our own reflection, guys. We were scared by our own reflection. The frigid tap water and the sinks remind me of Yuri's icy hands during the game. Should probably hurry back. Yep, hurry back. Shake my head. Snap out of it. All these stories aren't real. Ghosts aren't real. It's awfully quiet inside the club room. Wonder what witchcraft the girls are up to now. Stepping inside the classroom, a pang of fear and adrenaline shoots through my heart. At first glance, the girls seem to have disappeared, but I quickly realize that they have disappeared. They are all collapsed on the floor on... What? Very convincing, guys. Totally believe that you're all actually dead. Very funny. A slight rustling gets my attention. Something in my peripheral vision moves on the kakuri paper. Curious, I amble over. You should never have come. More importantly, how is the coin moving by itself? My mind flashes back to what Yuri said before I left. We hadn't probably finished the game. There was a certain procedure that was supposed to follow. But what happens if you don't do all that? Hold on, it's not like the ghosts are real though. Right? They must be playing a prank on me right now, right? I reach down to shake Monica's shoulder. She's lying prone on the floor and I can't help but feel a dread that her body will be cold. As I start to reach down, I freeze. Are those footsteps outside? No one else is supposed to be in the school, right? In a panicked state, I scan the bodies on the floor. All of the girls are here, so the footsteps grow louder and louder. They don't sound normal, almost like they're shuffling or dragging along. Is this real? Am I starting to hear things now? The blood rushing through my ears is drowning out the sound of the footsteps. Where are they now? I can't tell. Are they close by? Should I hide? How much time until they reach the club room? I can't tell. I throw myself to the floor, squeezing my eyes shut. The sounds, my heart hammering in my chest, is almost deafening. Over the drumming of my heart, I hear it. The footsteps stopping right outside the club room. Please, please, please don't open the door. As the door rattles open, there's an awful, sickening silence. Until someone or something breathes. Some kind of raspy gurgling and a low, deep vocalization. Something that sounds off, as if someone has warped the sound in a computer program. Something completely and utterly unnatural that raises the hair on the back of my neck. I feel absolutely paralyzed. My muscles are tensed, my jaw aching from my clenching is shut in nervousness. But if I relax, the adrenaline running through my body would immediately give away my trembling. As the sweat trickles down the side of my head, I hear it drawing near. What? A warm moistness settles on my neck, as if someone were breathing over me. I dare not to even breathe. The idea of breathing in the fetid smell of its breath nearly triggers my gag reflex. Am I just imagining this? Can I? I can't think of any way that this could all be just a simple prank. There's no way any of the girls could have manufactured this being that feels wrong to its very core. The temptation to satisfy my curiosity and look at whatever's hovering over me is almost overpowering. But an instinct deep within demands that I keep my eyes shut. I can't help but feel a dread that something horrific will happen if I look up. All I can think of to do is pray for this thing to go away. Please go away, please go away, please go away. Maybe this mantra can help me drown out the sheer fear I'm feeling. While soundlessly chanting my mantra over and over in my head, I realize that the room has gone quiet. Suspiciously quiet. It's too soon to move, is it? I give it 5 minutes until I peek out of the room. Seconds turn to years, turn to decades. I can't tell how much time has passed, and given my panicked state of mind, I don't trust myself to judge time well. It feels like an hour has passed, but it's probably more like a minute or two. Or has it been 5? Should I open my eyes? Should I? Hold on, shouldn't I be getting help for the others soon? But if something happens to me, then I can't get help for them anyway. What do I do? How much longer should I hold out for? I can't believe that this is actually happening. I've gone insane, haven't I? Do I dare open my eyes? I strain to hear something, anything, but it's completely silent. Do I dare? Do I? Maybe I should, if only to end this torment. Screw it. I cautiously open my eyes to the smallest bit, peeking from behind a curtain of lashes. Nothing's there. There's an empty classroom. Where are the girls, though? I lay there for a bit, breathing heavily. Slowly I get up and walk over to Monica, desperate to shake her. Is she dead, really? Your face? Monica! You should have seen your face. They made this up? How did they, though? What did you think we're actually dead? We were actually dead. Her laughter fills the room as the other girls also sit up. I'm sorry for scaring you twice in one night, Salsa. But as you said, it's Halloween. This whole thing was just a prank. The board, how did they do this? Able to rig the answers, okay. So they all were in on it. Yeah, exactly. So Monica was the one moving. Yeah, she hid the speakers. Pre-recorded footsteps, oh my god. But the coin was moving by itself when we came in, right? Yeah, guys, I'll admit it. Well played, you got me good. I'm curious though, how do you get another person to agree to this? What do you mean? The game's up, no, it's just a prank. No, seriously, what do you mean? The guy who came inside while I was on the floor? Yeah, that though. Like he was saying, well, that sounds... Maybe he was saying like poo. Maybe it was something. Maybe it was something. After all, we couldn't take the risk of having someone report that we trespassed. Oh, we're gonna move home now. Quickly. Who are you talking about? As far as we're concerned, we're the only one in the building. What? You guys are completely serious now. Oh boy. Nothing else? That's right.
I am.
So he would never lie like that to me, so that means... But the coin moved as well. Right? I'm actually losing my mind. Like Yuri said, I'm pretty sure it's just us in the building. You're honestly telling me you didn't hear anything? Girls share a look of alarm.
Salsa, relax. There was nothing there. It's okay. Yeah, even if there was some spooky ghost, that would have kicked its butt.
The tinge of humor along with Sayori's reassurance helped me calm down a little bit. I'm not exactly convinced, but if the others didn't see or hear anything, maybe it was nothing. Must have just imagined. Or... Right? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's getting late. Let's clean it up and call it a night. You never know though. That was creepy.
I used to think that I've grown out of Halloween, but today made me realize that anyone can enjoy it. Horror can be fun. Maybe I'll talk to Yuri more about that stuff.
I think that would be cool.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just thinking about the Ouija board.
The thing really got you, huh? I was a little scared too, even though I knew Monica was behind it all.
If you get into the mood, I think anything like that can scare you.
Anyway, I'll see you in school tomorrow. Good night.
See you, Sayori. So turn and walk home. I can't help but laugh. Those girls got me good. I never saw that coming. And the bit where the coins were moving by itself was really good too. Wait. Monica only said that she rigged the actual ritual, not that she moved the coin. Not to mention, there's no way she could have moved it when she was on the floor. The coin. The entity. So does that mean... I'll take it back. I hate Halloween. There we go. This will be a super long episode. I'm sorry about that. But that was creepy. That was really, really creepy. I loved it though. You never know with Halloween and such things. There we go. We're gonna end the video there. See you in the next part, and tell me your ghost stories or Halloween memories and such things. I would love to hear all the horror stuff in the comments down below. Never ever forget to stay awesome. I'll see you soon. Toodeloo.